What's up, people? It's so nice to finally see you guys. I hope you guys are doing really well. And today I'm here to talk to you about the Grand Pit Stop paddock stand. And before I get into the unboxing slash first impressions of this paddock stand, I really want to say thank you to all of you who kind of told me I should go ahead and vlog, especially Minard. Thank you. Okay, this is my first vlog, so please be kind in the comments and do share it around with people who may find this sort of relevant, people who are into bikes and maintenance of bikes. So thank you for that. Stick around to the very end for the pros and cons that I felt about this paddock stand, so you get a clear idea, clear picture whether this paddock stand is for you or whether you should go for something that is more compact, something that is more sturdy. Your decision. So let's jump right in.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Cap, I think they want to stay. So very bad with this unboxing. So basically, this is one of the arms of the paddock stand, and it's the second arm. So that's about that in the box. I actually ordered this paddock stand because I have a KTM Adventure. It doesn't have a main stand, and the last time I went to service the bike, the people at the dealership, at Bajaj dealership, they actually charged me a bomb. Yeah, they charged me somewhere around $400 just to lube my chain. I mean, that's very expensive. And so I thought, instead of going to their service center every time to just lube a chain, I might as well get a chain lube and chain cleaner and do it myself at home. Now, talking about the Grand Pit Stop paddock stand, why I got that one was because it comes in orange, and I love orange, man. I just love orange. So that's the reason why. तुमको मालूम है ना, बाइक को orange stuff बहुत पसंद है. बाइक भी orange है, shorts भी orange है, ये देखो. So anyways, I thought why not pick up the Grand Pit Stop one, because you can even dismantle it and store it somewhere if you're not going to use it. Coming to the unboxing again. Ooh, damn, that's really orange, guys. Go have a look at this. Got me excited.
One eternity later.
So guys, as you can see, I've finished assembling it, and yes, it is a very premium product, and obviously the build quality is really good. I obviously felt that the paint quality is also very nice, and the color gets a proper thumbs up. And also there are these rubber pads here, and basically on all three parts. So when you keep it down on, say, a flat surface, it's not going to slip off or move in front. I'm applying a considerable amount of force, and yeah, it takes quite an effort. So your bike is going to stay planted wherever it is. And yeah, the fit and finish is perfect. The welds are again really great. The wheels are another aspect that I really liked about this. It's really smooth, makes no squeaking noise as such. And also there is this knob that you can loosen and tighten to move this panel here. Okay, but if you notice closely, now I tighten this up completely, then there is still some considerable amount of play. Okay, there's this much amount of gap that I think Grand Pit Stop has kept on purpose, because sometimes you just can't estimate the amount of width that your swing arm will have, and so this is the amount of sort of tolerance that they have given, so that you can conveniently place your bike single-handedly. I'm with my cousin right now. He's got over his RS200 and obviously my bike. So let's see if the paddock stand actually works on both of our bikes and how well it works. And I'll also tell you what I didn't like about it, what I liked about it. So I'm gonna pass the phone over to my cousin. So I've got the paddock stand with me. I'm going to try with my bike first, and it's quite easy to do alone, but you got to have the fitting right. So as you can see, I have put it onto my swing arm. Okay, voila, it's done. And the bike is a little bit wobbly, that is something to note, but I guess that's fine because the main thing is that just the rear wheel should move freely. And talking about a few things that I found were really bad was, one of the things was, can you see this knob here? So this knob has absolutely no tolerance with the exhaust when it comes to the Adventure 390. Maybe different on a different bike. Then, and also I wish that the adjustment knob was on the rear side instead of the front side, because this is more accessible to me than the front side. And even while removing the bike, it's quite simple. Just make sure that your side stand is on. You don't have to press the front brake. You don't have to keep, for safety purpose, maybe keep the bike in the gear, the first gear. And just all you have to do is grab onto the rear grab rail on the outer side and just pull this, yank this up. That's it. And then rest it on the side stand. And there you go. Perfect. That's how simple it is. And moving on to the next bike. This is my cousin Cyrus. They're really fast, and I really like the bike because it's fully paired, and it's all the more simpler to do on my cousin's bike because his bike is all the more sporty. So if you can see, I'm just grabbing onto the tail of the bike, the tail section of the bike, just putting on some force here and lifting it up. There you go, all done. So again, like I said, the knob is really a big issue because even now you can see the knob is touching the exhaust. So I really wish Grand Pit Stop had put the knob on the rear side instead of the front side. So after using this product extensively, I have observed that since this product is dismantleable, since this paddock stand can be dismantled and it is made using 3 parts that are basically assembled using this screw here, in this nut bolt I mean, there is a considerable amount of wobble in this paddock stand, if you can see this. And this kind of creates a problem because the bike tends to shake a bit. So if you want to avoid this problem altogether, might as well buy the fixed paddock stand that you get, the single piece paddock stand that you get from Grand Pit Stop itself or any other company. I shall mention some links in the description below so you can check those. So talking about the pros and cons, okay, talking about the first pro, the build quality is really nice. Even though there is a bit of wobble, but that's bound to happen because it is not a unibody, a single piece product. It is basically made, connected using these nut and bolts, and since they are not precisely made, yes, there is a bit of wobble, but there is quite a considerable amount of quality in this product. It is the welds are really nice, the powder coating, the color is fantastic. Okay. The quality of the wheels is really nice. So all in all, the first pro is that the build quality is great. And so the second pro is that since this paddock stand is made using these bigger channels, these bigger tubes, it can take quite a heavy bike on itself. They claim somewhere around about 280 kilos is the max bike weight that this can take. Don't quote me on that obviously. And third pro of this product is obviously the fact that you can dismantle it, and this means that it's very portable. You can store it in small compact places, unlike other paddock stands that would take roughly this much area. I know my friend Rael, for instance, he travels from Goa to Gujarat on his tube. Why is everyone making a noise when I'm making videos, guys? Anyways. So my friend Rael, he travels from Goa to Gujarat on his Duke 390, and I know that he carries this exact paddock stand. He straps it on the back of his bike using panniers, and he takes it from Goa to Gujarat to do maintenance. So he lives here part of the time in the year, and he lives in Gujarat because of his work. So yeah, this is something that can really come in handy if your use case scenario is something that you require it to be dismantled. And the fact that this can be dismantled is also this Paroxten's biggest downfall. And when I say that, I'm coming to the cons now. Okay, so the con is that since it is dismantleable and the tolerances on this bolt are not perfect, there is this wobble, so the bike tends to wobble a bit, and it is not as sturdy as maybe a fixed uni piece Paroxten would have been. And the other big con that I feel with this product is that it is expensive. Costs around about 4,000, I guess, 3,999, and you do get decent Paroxtens from Grand Pit Stop itself that are worth about 2,000 rupees and serve the same purpose, and they are orange also, so I'm going to leave a link below for those products as well. So to conclude, should you go for this product? Absolutely. If you require a Paroxten that can be dismantled and stored in your garage, in your storeroom, in your storehouse. Maybe not if you want just a Paroxten just to do maintenance on your chain, to wash your bike, or just to store your bike during winters for long periods of time. So then in that case, I would suggest go for the other Paroxtens. But if you absolutely need something that you want to dismantle and keep in your storeroom, garage, etc., this is the best bet. This is your best bet. And also one other thing that I almost forgot to mention in the entire video is that apart from this rubber mount that you use on your swing arm, there is also another mount that you get inside the box itself. Those are those prong shaped ones that you can use directly on your spools if you have spools or sliders installed on your swing arm. So that's also an advantage for you. You don't need to go and buy those separately. Those come in the box with this particular model. They do not come with the other one. So yeah. Okay. So the final bike that I'm going to try this Paroxten on is the most important one because it's my niece's tricycle. And don't worry, she's also part of the orange squad, just like me. And moment of truth, guys. Moment of truth. This is quite cumbersome. Oh my god, it's done. It is done. Quite sturdy, it's not moving, and yeah, both wheels are moving, as you can see.
Everybody knows you never go full retard. You went full retard, man.
I did.
Never go full retard.
So yeah, guys, that's been about the review of the Grand Pit Stop Paroxten, and I am going to give you updates on it as I use it, as I encounter problems with it, or if I find something that is nifty and useful. Anyways, thank you Prathamesh for being my cameraman for this video, and thank you all for watching. See you guys in the next one.